Will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a first and 10 at their own 23. First carry for James Conner. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 27, Roethlisberger. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
7 yards there and a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Pass from Jackson complete to Ingram. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. A little tough on the secondary there. In zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback.
Jackson now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 35. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Stepping up, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Middle. We don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. I'm on. Here we go.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Going up top. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Now Ben on 3rd and long. Going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. This is taken at the 15. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. The Jets are out to the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Hey, check my 50. 50. Check my 50. I'm coming. Imagine. 36. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. Hey, let's get some penetration.
Throwing again. Jackson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Jackson. Flush to his right. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Switch. Let's go. Bravo. Motion. Check it to 6.
Now it's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
And the Raven 1st down.
Jackson now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. Jackson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always...
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Going top shelf for... Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, his second touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run on 1st down. Vaughn. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
From the 36, Jackson eluding the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here.
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Okay, ready, 50, Mike 50, Mike 50.
After the interception, here's Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Miles Boykin. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And this has no chance. It's no good. Well wide to the left. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Let's go!
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find someone. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Matt Judon racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Brings up 3rd down.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 52. 53. Hey, me and you all day. All day. Easy. I'm coming after you.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th.
Hey, you don't want to Jack 16. Let's go.
Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Roethlisberger. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. He's got this complete to Ryan Switzer. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Here we go.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Let's go one more.
Ben to throw again. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Roethlisberger now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. On 1st and 10 is counter. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Boswell's kick is good, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Jackson. Escaping, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Emmanuel Agba in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Able to find Switzer. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll get this one to Switzer. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
19 more yards. That's another Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Roethlisberger will throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Past the 20. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one good for 37 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Connor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead is down to 28-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go. Do you tighten up? Check.
Jackson to throw again. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. A good pick. Up there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the Steelers.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll try the left side. It's Vaughn, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Vaughn, and he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Baltimore.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. And it's caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Here we go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Ready? Hey, 50. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Let's go, D.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
A loss of a yard on the play.